It was only when they started to grow it, they brought it in, and then they started to grow it, and they started to have there were some living rooms with foils all the way around. All right, I'll have to answer that afterwards. All right. Now, we left off. For most of we started to have camera interruptions, internet interruptions, when we were dealing with Matthew 21 and 43. So we're going to go back to that. Is that correct? Let's go to Matthew chapter 21 and 43. We're going to read that and bring you back into play. All right. Matthew 21 and 43, let's read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 43. Therefore I say unto you, the kingdom of the Most High shall be taken from you, and given to a nation bringing forth the fruits thereof.
Right, so it says, the kingdom is going to be what?
The kingdom of the Most High shall be taken from you.
Shall be taken from you and given to whom?
To a nation bringing forth the fruits thereof.
Now, the nation that it is speaking of is those that have been scattered. Those that have been scattered. So, when we understand that and then go back to 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 10, watch this. Read.
1 Peter chapter 2 verse 10. Which in time past were not a people.
Read.
But are now the people of the Most High.
Read.
Which had not obtained mercy.
Read.
But now have obtained mercy.
But now have obtained mercy. Now we tie that in to Hosea chapter 1 and 10. Watch this. Stay with me. Hosea chapter 1 and what did I say?
Verse 10.
Let's read.
Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Read.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the day where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living Most High.
Right. So in the place where it will be said that ye are not my people, there it shall be said that you are the sons of the living Yahweh, the living God. Now let's tie that in, shall we? Romans chapter 9 and 24. Let's go there. Romans chapter 9 and 24.
The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 24.
Read.
Even us, whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
But also of the Gentiles. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Now, keep your finger right where you are. Go back now and read Hosea chapter 1 and 10 all over again.
Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living Most High.
Now, holding that, keeping that in memory, we go to Romans chapter 9 and 25 and 26. You see the correlation. Read.
Romans chapter 9, verse 25. As he saith also in Hosea.
See, so we just read Hosea, but now it is saying, as it was said in Hosea, read.
I will call them my people, which were not my people.
Read.
And her beloved, which was not beloved.
Read.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people.
Read.
There shall they be called the the children of the living Most High.
The children of what?
The children of the Most High.
Of the Most High. So it's making it very, very, very clear to us. Are we good with that? Now from here, ladies and gentlemen, we go to 1 Peter chapter 2 and 10 and read that again to see the correlation. I'm trying to make sure that we stay on point here. All right? 1 Peter chapter 2 and 10. Yes, then we're going right back to Hosea. All right, let's go.
1 Peter chapter 2 verse 10. Which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy.
Which what?
Which had not obtained mercy.
In times past we didn't obtain mercy,
but now have obtained mercy.
Now the northern kingdom have obtained mercy. Now they have, according to the scriptures. And when we go to Hosea chapter 1 and 6 now, watch what it says. Read.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 6. And she conceived again, and bare a daughter. And the Most High said unto him, Call her name Lo Ruhamani, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel.
Read.
But I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their Yahweh, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen.
So what that's letting us know, this was when he put away the northern kingdom and prophesied that he will be with the southern kingdom, which was Judah. And then, in the fullness of time, when Yahushua came and became that light, then he says that he has not come but for the house of the children of Israel. All right? So now that we've got that part, go to chapter 2, same Hosea, chapter 2, and I want you to read verse 23. Watch this now.
Hosea chapter 2, verse 23. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. And I will say to them which were not my people, Thou art my people, and they shall say, Thou art my Most High.
Now, the same people that he said, you're not going to be my God, you're not going to be my people, and I'm not going to be your God. Now he says, after the fullness of time has come, you're going to say that, I'm going to say, you're my people, and you're going to say, you're my God. Because they had repented at that point.
That's right.
That's why I just said, if you don't understand the history and the correlation of the scriptures, you miss it.
That's right.
Let's go to Matthew chapter 15 and 24. Watch this now. All right. Matthew
15 and 24.
15 and 24. Let's read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Of the house of Israel. And the house of Israel is who?
The northern kingdom.
The northern kingdom. Well done. Well done. Because you mustn't confuse the northern kingdom, the house of Israel, with the house of Judah. Are you with me so far?
Yes, sir.
All right. So from here we go. All right.
So I missed that part about the northern kingdom being only sent for the house of Israel. Yahushua.
Right. Let's go back to Hosea chapter 1 and 10. Now, that's why it's very, very important that we You see, all right, let's read Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10. Let's read that again.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living Most High.
Now, to understand this more clearly, right where we are in Hosea chapter 1, what we just read, jump back to verse 6 and 7.
Come.
Follow it carefully, because it is there you're going to see where it mentions the house of Judah in verse 7. But let's read verse 6 first.
Hosea chapter 1, verse 6. And she conceived again, and bare a daughter. And the Most High said unto them, Call her name Lo-Ruhamah.
Now remember, this woman conceived 2 children, both females. One was named after the southern kingdom, and one was named after the northern kingdom.
That's right.
Now, when we're reading now Lo-Ruhamah, this is dealing with the southern kingdom. And how do we know that? It's made clear in verse 7. Right, did you read all of it?
No, sir.
Go ahead, finish it.
For I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel.
The house of Israel. All right?
But I will utterly take them away.
Take them away. That's the northern kingdom.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah.
The house of Judah. That's the southern kingdom that we read about in the New Testament.
Come. And I will.
That's why I said, if you don't follow this carefully, it's easily missed. And the sad thing about this, it's missed at the most simplest point. But because we either didn't hear it or we didn't follow it, that one point that you missed there, like verse 7 here, will throw off everything that you've heard so far. Now watch what happens when you read verse 7. Read it again from the top.
Verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah.
Read.
And will save them by the Lord their Most High, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen.
Nor by horsemen. And if we go from here to chapter 2 and read verse 23, watch what happens.
Hosea chapter 2, verse 23. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy.
Now, sow her means he's going to plant her in every nation in the earth. Read.
I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy.
Read.
And I will say to them which were not my people.
See, which were not his people, which he just said in verse, going back to verse chapter 1 and verse 6. Read.
I will say to them which were not my people, Thou art my people.
Read.
And they shall say, Thou art my Most High.
Thou art my Most High. Right. So we see that how it's checking out. All right. From there, let's now go to Matthew 15 and 24. Now we're going to understand why Jesus, as the world calls him, why he now says what he says. Okay, read.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
See? The lost sheep of the house of Israel, meaning the northern kingdom. That's why I took the time earlier on in the preamble to explain to you the difference between the two houses, northern and southern. And the fact that one became no more a kingdom and completely separated. Because if you don't get that in your head, what happens is it throws it all out. Are you all okay so far? I know. It is, and this is simple. I just sometimes think we make it hard. It's very, very simple. Are you with me so far? Are you sure?
I am.
All right, because I will go over it again. I don't mind. I'll be upset with you, but I don't mind. No, I'm joking. So, but here we go now. All joking aside. So here we go.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to 1 Peter chapter 1 and 1. 1 Peter chapter 1 and 1. Now follow this part really careful, because we just read this earlier on. We're going to read it again. Watch now.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Yahushua, the Amashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, elect according to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit.
Oh, we can stop there. So you can see now, it tells us where they've been scattered to, and what you're reading ties into Hosea chapter 1 and 10. That's the precept that you go to balance this scripture you've just read. But from here we're going to go to Romans chapter 12 and 25. Romans 12 and 25. Now I'm nearly through, but again, just I want to make sure everybody gets it. Romans 12 and what did I say?
25 is not,
24.
it's not a 25.
Hold on, Romans, what did I say?
9 and 25. I mean, 12 and 25.
All right, everybody's got an opinion now. It's funny. I don't hear from anyone. Any question? No question. But that pastor got it wrong now. Boom. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll get back. Say again. Say again, sir.
9:26. We have been there though. We did that already.
We've been there 9:26.
All right. I'll come back to that. Let's go to Jeremiah 3 and 8. Because I'm being thrown off my game now. All right. So Jeremiah 3 and 8. Let's prove some points here. I'll come back to Romans in a moment.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jeremiah 3 and 8.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 8. And I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, and I put her away.
So, all right. So you see here, the northern kingdom was put away by God. Right? Read it one more time, please.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 8. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, and I put her away.
Read.
And given her a bill of divorce.
A what?
A bill of divorce.
Go on.
Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not.
See, so Judah also messed up. So it wasn't just the northern kingdom, because people like to get hoity-toity now. Well, we didn't do anything. But here it makes it very clear. And her treacherous sister, Judah, saw it. All right? From here, what I want you to do is go back to Hosea chapter 1 and 7. Now you'll see how that precept ties in with what you're just reading.
Hosea chapter 1, verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their Most High.
See that? Now go back to Jeremiah 3 and 8. Read that again.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 8. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away, and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also.
So they became strangers to the covenant. Now let's go from here to Ephesians chapter 2 and 11. Ephesians chapter 2 and 11.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 11. Wherefore, remember that ye, being in time past, Gentiles.
See, so you also was a Gentile in times past. Read.
In the flesh, who are called uncircumcision, by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh, made by hands.
Read.
Verse 12. That at that time ye were without the Mashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers.
Because at that time, Judah looked at the northern kingdom as being completely separated kingdom and a separate nation. That's why you'll find that when you read the scriptures, they are acting like they have nothing to do with the promise.
That's right.
And it makes Judah seem like they are superior. That was the spirit they had, because they saw them as being reprobates.
That's right.
But now when you read the scriptures, read on. We're going to stop at 14.
Strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without the Most High in the world. Verse 13. But now in the Mashiach Yahushua, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of the Mashiach.
Right, so the blood of Yahushua brought them together. Go on.
Verse 14. For he is our peace.
He is what?
He is our peace.
Read.
Who has made both one, and has broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
See, so the whole purpose was Yahushua was breaking down any walls that Judah was building up to completely separate themselves from the other nation.
That's right.
Stay with me, brothers. Stay with me. Stay awake. Stay awake. All right. So from here, I want you to go to Matthew 21 and 43. Before we go, let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel first, so that we can put a little spin on that. Ezekiel 37.
Yes, sir. I understand.
37 and 21.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 21. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, the Most High God, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land.
Read.
And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel.
Read.
And one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
See that? You see that?
Yes.
Now, the reason why I want you to get that is because I'm going to show you something now, and I'm going to end. But if you don't follow me, you're going to turn around and say, I'm not with it. And the brother's going to say, well, can I go back over? And I'm going to say, do no. Because I laid the foundation with Ezekiel 37, 21, and 22. All right? Now from here, we're going to take it a step further. Ephesians 2 and 14. Ephesians 2 and 14. All right, let's read that again.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 14. For he is our peace.
He is what?
He is our peace.
Read.
Who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
So the division that was there between us, he has broken it down. Now we're going to go to Matthew 21 and 43. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 43. Therefore say I unto you, the kingdom of the Most High shall be taken from you, and given to a nation bringing forth the first fruits thereof.
All right. So this is going to be given to who? Who's this going to be given to?
Northern kingdom.
The northern kingdom. Good. Hallelujah. At least we're getting that. Let's go to Acts chapter 13 and 46. Acts 13 and 46. Let's read.
The book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 46. 46, 47.
46. 46.
Yes, sir. Acts chapter 13, verse 46. Then Paul and Barnabas waxed bold and said, it was necessary that the word of the Most High should first have been spoken to you.
To who?
Have first been spoken to you.
Read.
But seeing ye put it from you, and judge yourselves unworthy of everlasting life.
This is Judah now. Read.
Lo, we turn to the Gentiles.
Read.
Verse 47. For so hath the Lord commanded us, saying, I have sent thee to be a light of the Gentiles, that thou shouldest be for salvation unto the ends of the earth.
To the ends of the earth, wherever Israel is, north or south, this is for them.
That's right.
All right. Matthew 22, 43. Hang in there, brothers. Come on. I want to see if you got some intestinal fortitude.
Come. 22, 43.
22, 43.
Book of Matthew,
I
chapter.
I know we were thrown out, but that's what happens when you lose continuity. But that couldn't be helped. The internet was messing up. So stay with us now. Let's go.
Matthew chapter 22, verse 43. He saith unto them, how then doth David in spirit call him Lord, saying, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool.
All right. So, have you made a note of that? Yes? Talk back to me.
Oh, yes.
All right. From here, 1 Corinthians 14, 33.
$14.43.
14:33.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 43. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
All right. See, so there's no confusion in this teaching.
Come.
If it's confused, it's because we don't understand it. Because it's very, very clear. He's not the author of confusion. Right?
Only the churches of the saints.
Right. So, let's go to 1 Peter chapter 2 and 25. We've got two more scriptures and then we're finished. First Peter chapter 2 and 25. Let's read.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 25. For ye were as sheep going astray, but are now returned unto the shepherd and bishop of your souls.
See? Who is the shepherd and bishop of our soul?
Yahweh.
Right. So from there, notice, we are part, it says, let's read it one more time if you don't mind.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 25. For ye were as sheep going astray, but are now returned unto the shepherd and bishop of your souls.
Right, so we're going to be in one fold.
Come.
One fold. John 10:16. John 10:16. Let's read.
The book of St. John, chapter 10, verse 16. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring.
Right.
And
So that's dealing with the fact that there are other sheep that are scattered throughout the earth. Now, when somebody says that, they always like to say that other sheep deals with the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, the Elamites. None of that has nothing to do with any of those people. The other sheep means people that the children of Most High God that were with him or from the beginning, that split off because of their sins. Those are the ones that are scattered that he's looking for.
That's right.
All right, finish that for me.
St. John chapter 10 verse 16. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold.
See?
Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
All right, Ezekiel 37 and 22. Go ahead and read when you got it.
Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 22. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all.
All right. Any questions, please? We're going a little bit long. We're gone a little bit longer than I wanted, but okay. Any questions so far? All right. To any of our online viewers, if you have any questions, please do ask those questions now. Again, we're sorry about that. Our internet went down, so it messed us up for a little while, but that couldn't be helped. Any questions from our online people? Is anything coming through? All right, just taking some time, okay. All right. Any questions from the brothers?
Well, I actually thought I had found a precept you were looking for originally. I thought it was either Romans 10, 19 or
All right, let's go there.
11, 26. One of the two.
Romans 10 and 19.
I was still kind of digging.
10 and 19, let me see, 10 and 19, so that was it.
I don't know if that's it.
Yeah, all those kind of correlate.
Yeah.
Moses, I will provoke jealousy to them. Yep. Yep, that's good scripture.
And the one in 26, and so all Israel should be saved.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
that's not right. The one before that.
Yeah.
For we're not brethren that you should be ignorant. Well, the fullness
Right.
of the Gentiles will come in.
Correct.
So the fullness of the Gentiles are.
What one was that one?
Romans
10,
11,
11, 25.
That was it. That was it.
That was it. It was 11:25.
11:25. That was it. Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
And then you pull 26.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Any questions from our brothers? Any questions from our sisters? Okay, well, what we're going to do, we're going to dismiss at this time our online viewers. We thank you again for logging in, and we hope that you have been blessed by the teaching. I know some of it got a little bit broken up, but we will improve our services to come back to you. All right?
The replay should work, but there was just so much buffering at the, when
Yeah.
it was going on. So the people who missed some parts of it, maybe they might have missed a scripture or two.
Right.
They can watch the replay.
Okay,
And
so the
that should
replay
fill
will
in the
help.
gaps.
Okay, very good.
All praises right there.
Go ahead and dismiss us, officer.
Yes, sir. For those online again, we ask you to like, share, subscribe.
We give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai,
Yes.
and we say thank you for listening and looking in. And please leave your comment and please watch us again every Sabbath at 11, and also on Wednesdays on Bible study at 7 p.m. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.